While all eyes are on the race as who will be the next Prime Minister, hundreds of migrants are using the hot weather and calm waters to cross the Channel in boats. Meanwhile, not a single flight has left for Rwanda, also raising the question of whether the next Prime Minister will ditch the plan. And you remember we reported on that massive bust of a trafficking ring a week ago. Well, despite one criminal faction being removed from operation, it's clear plenty more are at large, somehow evading the intelligence and police forces of multiple countries to still smuggle people from as far away as East Africa to the coast of Britain on a daily basis. Well, GB News Home and Security Editor Mark White is in the studio to talk about this now. Mark, what are the latest figures and what's happened in the wake of that big bust last week?
Well, we were told by authorities that very sizable operation, an international operation that saw 39 people arrested in France, in Germany, in the Netherlands and here in the UK, would have a short-term impact on the number of small boats coming across, simply because the network that they were going after was a network that, according to the authorities here, the National Crime Agency and their international partners, was responsible for the smuggling of some 10,000 people in recent months across the Channel. And this particular network was supplying, it's alleged, the small boats, buying them in Turkey, specially made, shipping them to Germany, where they were being stored at various locations there before being shipped to northwestern France and assembled and then, of course, put across the Channel. However, in the 6 days since that very significant operation, we have had now more than 1,000 people who have been pulled from small boats in the Channel. Just yesterday, 442 people were pulled off 15 small boats in the English Channel. And again today, there are multiple incidents out in the English Channel that are being reported to authorities. Border Force and lifeboats are currently attending. So far, more than 100 people have been brought ashore, but it will be much higher than that by the end of the day. So clearly, they are getting their hands on small boats from other suppliers. We're told by our producer in Kent, who's been speaking to his sources on the French side of the Channel, that the people smugglers have been hiding these boats and other equipment in the countryside around some of the locations, the beaches where they regularly set off from to get into the English Channel to make that crossing. So for the time being, at least, they seem to still have, well, it's very self-evident, they still have the small boats to get them across the Channel.